Hey guys, I'm your favorite co-parenting coach, Alysha Price, and we're getting ready for the holiday season. I have some tips that I want to share with you that worked for me when I was doing this whole holiday dance and trying to make sure that the holiday season was not affected for my child because his father and I were no longer living in the same house together. Stay tuned for my top 3 tips that actually worked for me. So we're talking about the holiday season. It's getting chilly outside, and that means Thanksgiving is around the corner, as well as Christmas, Kwanzaa, and all of the other amazing family holidays that we celebrate. So we want to make sure that our children are not affected by the fact that they're no longer living in the same household with their parents, or that they have to share the holidays with both parents. So here are a couple of tips that worked for me when I was doing this co-parenting dance from house to house around the holidays. Tip number 1, make sure that you have a schedule or a parenting agreement. Some of you may have gone through the courts in order to determine how much time you spend with your children. Go back and reread that information. Don't make assumptions. Make sure that you're on the up and up around how your holidays are going to be spent. If you have a schedule that works like every other weekend and 1 day per week, that goes out the door when it comes to the holidays, because 9 times out of 10, your holiday schedule will trump what your routine has been previously. So make sure you go back and read that information. Don't get caught slipping around the holiday season. Now, for those of you that are similar to me and we didn't have the court work with us to find out what our structure would be, we had to talk with each other. So what you do in that case is make sure weeks before the holidays, we're right there, that you start to have conversations about pickup and drop off, where are gifts going to be exchanged or opened up, and make sure that you do that so you're not caught slipping again. You need to make sure that you have a plan. That's the quickest way to make sure that your children feel out of place and, takes the joy out of the holidays. So have a plan. Pick up and drop off is important. Where are you spending the night? Let's see, what else does the holiday schedule affect? Step parents as well. Cannot leave them out of the plan. So everybody needs to know what their role is, and that's what a schedule will help you to determine. Now, also number 2, if you have a dead set, heartfelt tradition, routine, something that you've always done, don't take that away from your children. Make sure that their holiday is as normal for them as possible. This is the time where we have to put our children first, and we want to make sure that they enjoy themselves. So if there's a tradition that you've always done, do whatever you can to make sure that that still happens for them. For example, for me, we almost always spent holidays opening gifts at my son's grandmother's house, his paternal grandmother. So I made sure that he was able to still do that. And you know what that meant? It meant for me that I had to spend that day by myself, and that was okay. The other thing I want to make sure that you know is, although I felt a little lonely, I did not impose that on him. He would have worried his whole day about the fact that his mom was by herself. So make sure that you're not putting adult issues, feelings, and or problems on your children, especially during this time. Now, third, do not be dead set on the actual day on the calendar. And when I say that, I mean the holiday is on this day, so I have to see my children on that day because that's what the calendar says. Don't be tied to that. Be flexible. Understand that the holiday and home is wherever you are, whenever you are. So if you're not able to see your children on that exact day, it's okay. Build a new tradition and be flexible. These things work for me, I'm telling you. So take it from me, your favorite co-parenting coach. Get your life right. Don't get caught slipping. Review those papers to make sure that you're adhering to what your schedule actually is. If you don't have a schedule in place, get on a phone now, get in the email now, get in the DM now to make sure that you get a plan together quickly and Don't be set to the calendar. It's okay to start new traditions, and remember that the holiday is wherever you are, whenever you are. Have a good one.